Hello again, people! Last time we left off, we had finished gathering the loss, where we basically established our stronghold or whatever, basically a Satin Hall, and basically created a simple base, gathered some wood and food. However, there was one problem. We put ourselves in the middle of a wolf migration trail, so that may cause some problems in the future. Let's see exactly what happens.
Day by day, the camp becomes more overwhelmed by the wolves, and their persistent howling robs the men of sleep. The situation is about to get out of hand when Lord Woolsack's scout returns. Soon afterwards, you are summoned into the command tent.
Sir Longarm has convinced me to give you another chance. We have found the remains of an abandoned stockade. Wolves plague this county every winter, so we need you to get the stockade back up to scratch quickly. Failure is not an option this time. Just keep your eyes peeled.
To ensure the safety of your men, you are required to renovate the abandoned stockade before winter is upon us again. Use your archers to kill off any wolves that threaten your peasants.
So yeah, we've recently had problems when it comes to putting our original base in the middle of a wolf migration trail, so we're going to be moving a bit to another stockade. Of course, this one is a bit incomplete. It was abandoned apparently before, probably when we were pushed back by that assassination or whatnot and pushed to the brink of that peninsula. So now we're going to have to try and build it up again. And we have to do this all before the wolves overrun us. So we have to kind of get up to scratch quickly and be prepared for wolf onslaughts. So this objective seems very, very simple to the last one in terms of getting the number of meat. A bit more meat than the last one, 35 instead of 20, but not too big of a difference. We're just gathering meat. The other one is complete castle. I'm not too sure what they mean by that. I guess we'll see when we get in there. Maybe we have to create a castle? I'm not really sure exactly how you complete castle. That's kind of a vague objective. But we'll figure it out as we go along. So, what else do we have here? Well, we have hints. Once wood and food production are set up, start enclosing your keep by joining the walls that already exist. When enclosing the keep, making your defensive walls straight will use less wood. In order for the complete castle objective to be achieved, the keep must be completely enclosed by walls. So that's what it basically means, is to basically fortify us with walls all around us. Make sure you don't have any gaps in the walls. The space bar finds your walls. It allows you to look for weak spots. So basically the same thing as that right click button, I assume, which we saw in the tutorial. Archers are better off in a high position to fire at any attacking wolves. The best position for them is on the gatehouse. Alright. And that means we have some new things to play around with. Since the first level, since the tutorial, we've been dealing with the same stuff. The same 5 or so buildings, and been trying to live with it. Now we have some new stuff that will help us in the future when it comes to fighting the enemy and whatnot. We're still not at actual combat, but we're getting more of an idea now. So, we have a tutorial on building walls here. Walls are selected from the Castle Buildings category. When walls are selected, Press and hold the left mouse button on the main display, then slowly drag the mouse. If you have enough wood or stone in your stockpile, the wall will appear in front of you. The wall will finally be placed only when the button is released. Walls can be built to any thickness, with thicker walls taking much longer to bash through than thinner ones. Wooden walls are cheaper to build than stone walls, but are much easier to knock down and do not allow soldiers to stand on them. When dragging to create walls, if any piece of the wall is not in a valid building location, the whole wall will turn red. And then we have other walls, of course, that are more complex, crenulated walls that can be added to the front of our stone walls. But for the time being, I don't even believe we have stone walls. For the time being, all we have to fortify us are those wooden walls, which doesn't really matter because wolves and other animals cannot attack walls as far as I know. So it's not that big of a deal that we don't have that big of a fortification yet. We don't have stone walls. So, yeah, the one problem with this is the fact that we don't have any way to get stone anyway. So, therefore, we wouldn't need to use stone walls. In the future, when we finally are able to acquire stones, we'll be able to get stone walls probably. But we'll see. So, we also get a Wooden Gatehouse, which basically is basically a combination with the wooden wall. The simple wooden gatehouse will keep out the local wildlife, along with some of the lesser enemy foot soldiers, but is unlikely to stand up to a full-scale siege for long. Selecting it will bring up the gate panel, allowing you to open or close the gate. It will close automatically, however, should the enemy draw near. Yeah, so we basically can lock the gate to open it. I don't actually believe wildlife can enter through a gate, even if it's open. I could be wrong about that, but I've actually done some scenario playing around and been creating some walls in like a gatehouse and have like archers run around it. So yeah, this is basically the stuff I was playing with in the scenario editor earlier today, and I didn't see animals able to get inside the fort. Okay, so we also have our first combat units, our first, things to fight the enemy with. Archers. These are your standard long-range troops. Their lack of armor makes them one of the quickest units in the game, but in hand-to-hand combat, archers are virtually useless. They have long fire range and are very effective against units that don't wear metal armor. But you need bows in order to build them. But yeah, archers are, as they say, very fast and very efficient against weaker enemies. But if the enemies are too fast for them, the archers will basically be mauled down because they're unable to stand against almost anything. And in general, you will want to have like melee units to block, put yourself between the archers and them. You usually don't want just archers standing in the middle of a battle area and hope for the best. Usually it's not going to work out too well for you. Also, here's a tutorial on controlling military units, since this is the first time we actually get to do such. You can select a single unit by left-clicking on it. To select a group of units, press and hold the left mouse button and drag the pointer to create a box around them. When you release the mouse button, all the units that were within the box will now become selected. Basically, the same as every other RTS ever made. When you have a unit selected, your pointer will change to the movement cursor. The green pointer means that you can move to a specific spot, while the red cross means the area is inaccessible. Once you have the move cursor displayed, left-click and units will move to a destination. To attack the enemy, select the unit, then click on the enemy you wish to attack when you see the red attack pointer appear. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Green is good, red is bad. Well, that's pretty straightforward. Let's actually see how this works.
Site your granary, sire.
I'll put a granary here. Because the granary is important, and I'm going to save the game right away.
Saving!
Now, if I'm correct, the signposts show you where the enemy will enter the map. It's advisable not to build too close to the signposts, as enemy troops will demolish structures built too close upon arrival at the map. So yeah, in the campaign mode, that's one easy way to always tell where the enemy is going to be coming from, is look for the signposts on the map, and try and build so that way you're away from it, and prepared for whatever invades. So that signpost is probably where the wolves are going to come from. We have a bunch of deer. Have a gate. So, first thing first, we need to get some woodcutters going. I'll put one like here. Sure, I don't really care about much. Get some woodcutters going in these 3 locations. I need to get a hunter's post as well. Yeah, let's get like here. Okay, now we need to get some wood. I don't care about town buildings at this time. Nor do I care about the stockpile. Here's where we get our gatehouse. This is the wall. The rest of this ain't really new. But this is like the new stuff right here. These 2 buildings, the wall and the gate. And that's really the importance of this one. That and teach us how to use archers. These guys.
We await orders. Moving off.
And you get very used to hearing what they say.
Leaving now. Moving off. We are on our way.
Now put him back on the gatehouse. Upper arrows means that he goes on the upper floor. We really need to get...
No change in the treasury, Lord. Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
Yeah, we need to get more food and fast. Come on, woodcutters. I believe in you. That's one problem, there's just not enough food. Mainly because I only got 1. There we are. Now we can get both our hunter posts. There we are, we'll put 3. And that way, now we'll be getting plenty of food. That should be pretty good. Alright, so the only thing left, besides getting the meat, is to complete our castle. So we want to get our walls up. So like that. We want to just basically expand as far out this way as we can. So I'm just going to keep expanding this way. Chop it with this. To combine and make it safe, so that way the wolves can't get in the walls. So, now it's just a matter of building us up. I want to make this like a little bit closer. Make like this a curve. That way now we have just this wall area. Complete castle. Uh-oh, what? Oh, come on. Why did that get created? I didn't mean to click that. Okay, why is this not completed? Where is the opening? I'm not seeing an open. You need to be like here. There we are. That is all we needed, that one little piece. What? Completed castle. And why does this keep getting created? We keep wasting all our wood because of this. Luckily, actually, it puts some wood back when we do that. Let's see, this blends it so that way we can see. This puts it back up. So let's save here, because now we have our guarded post.
Saving!
Our granary stocks are growing, sire. A message from your scribe. The wolves are on the prowl, sire.
Uh-oh. Wolves are going to be coming anytime. And there's the wolves. Wolves are deadly animals. They will attack us, and they can kill us. So, yeah. They're pretty lethal.
No change in the treasury, lord.
Sadly, I think these guys are gonna die.
Yes? Can't target him, sir. Leaving? No! Can't target him, sir.
Come on, come on, guys.
Off! Arrows! Ready! Are attacking, my lord. Can't target him, sir. We are on our way.
Leaving? There?
No!
I want to hunt them down.
Moving off!
We can easily flee back to our keep if needed.
Notch arrows!
Otherwise, they're going to be lethal. Uh-oh,
we are on our way. Leaving now. Moving off. Finding targets. We are on our way. Leaving now.
We basically use a guerrilla warfare tactic of moving and shooting.
Take steady aim. Moving off. We are on our way. Arrows ready.
As you see, when they get behind the gate, they can't be killed. So as long as we get past the gate, we're safe. So our archers took care of that wolf army. And we have to get us to 35 meat. We're at 20 currently. As you see, the people come back quickly. That's not too big of a deal.
Saving!
And their wood stockpile is doing pretty good. Honestly, if we really wanted to, we could just be excessive with the amount of wood. I mean, the amount of
Our
food.
granary stocks are growing, sire.
But I don't really care at the moment. Like I said, kind of like the first mission, this is basically just teaching us how to play, so I'll let it kind of do it naturally, so that way we kind of learn something. Oh, there's more wolves.
Archers, ready!
Let's take them out.
Leaving now!
The more wolves out of the way
off.
now, the less we'll have to deal with them later.
Can't get there, lord.
So I'll just hunt them down, personally. Plus the fact that also
We are on
gets rid
our
of deer.
way.
We were saying that the deer go up there,
Leaving
they might die.
now!
So it's kind of a combative, they'll steal my deer.
Moving off! Notch arrows!
You easily hit the side of the barn better, can't you?
We are on our way. Leaving now!
Come on, guys.
Finding targets!
Here we are.
Moving off!
That way now we got rid of those wolves. These are like moving and going.
Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
We're already at 30 pieces, so we only need a bit more wood. And we've gotten rid of the wolves. So yeah, pretty simple, very straightforward. I thought the signpost was where the enemy was supposed to come from, but you know, that wasn't really where they came from.
A message from your scribe. Here they come again, sire.
Well, I'm ready. Where are they coming from? I think I killed them all. I don't think I was supposed to do that. Well, we got rid of them early. That way now it's a lot easier for us. We can dominate. Just because we went out of our way to murder them all.
Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
Oh wait, no, I think that's them. There's wolves up there, maybe. Or not. Just hearing the dogs from the hunters.
Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
We're close to getting our meat. And our lord is just talking to these archers. we're almost there. Come on.
Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
Can we win with this? Yes, we can. There we are. Victory. Pretty straightforward.
We are victorious, sire.
As we lost 0% of troops to get the same score, but like I said, I really don't care about score, so there you go. But we survived the wolves, and we learned the basics of how to build walls, how to control a gate, how to use archers efficiently. We have no idea how to really get more archers or whatnot, but we know how to use our combat units, and that's basically the simplicity of it. In fact, all this basically is what I was doing in the scenario earlier today, as I was saying. Basically creating walls with gates and basically using archers to try and take down massive armies of wolves. I just create giant onslaughts of wolves and have them attack. So yeah, the scenario there can be a lot of fun, and archers are a lot of fun because of how fast they move.
Well, at least you can complete half a task.
Job well done. Now, our men are secure, and we can send a hunting party into the next county to eradicate the wolves for good.
I suppose it must be done, but we have to proceed with caution, as that county is close to the enemy's border.
So yeah, if you notice based on this map, we've now moved where we are positioned from our kingdom area, where we set up a base, to this neutral land, which is getting closer to the enemy's border, and therefore isn't probably the best place for us. But we'll try and survive, because we gotta take care of these wolves for good. Because otherwise, we're just going to keep getting bombarded by them and their migration trails. So I assume the map is the start of it. So I assume next is going to be the next mission. So I'll skip everything and we'll get out of it and continue on. So there we are. Mission 3, eliminating the wolves, will be next. But for the time being, we've learned the basics of how to play the game in terms of building walls and controlling units. The basics of combat, essentially. So until next time, people, thank you very much for watching. I shall see you all later.